Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video might be quite rambly and quite chatty, and basically I'm just going to show you a little bit of a Christmas haul. So I'm going to show you a few bits that I picked up this year for this year's Christmas, and then I've started buying some stuff for next year's Christmas, because I've said a few times now that I want to do a 90s vibe Christmas with the colourful lights and kind of loads of old 90s vibe and 80s vibe decorations. So I've been on the hunt for stuff like that for next year, and I've brought a few things from Temu, which I'm going to show you a little bit later on. I'm hoping to go to like garden centres and do a bit of Christmas decoration shopping in January in the sales. There's a garden centre close to me that did amazing sales last year, but I missed out on going, didn't find the time to go. So I'm hoping this January that I will get to go and find some really cool cheap deals. But yes, so a little bit of a chatty, chilled back, laid back sort of video to finish this year on my channel. I will be back in January, so don't worry. But let me show you a few bits that I picked up. This is one of the first ones, and it is a little rainbow coloured hot air balloon decoration, which is just gorgeous. I love it. This isn't on my main tree, it's actually on my son's tree in his room, because his tree is very colourful. But I'm going to pop this on the tree, the main tree in the living room next year. This was from a garden centre not too far from me. It was the first time I'd been to this garden centre, and it was immense. It was amazing. One of the best garden centres I've been to at Christmas. I think this was the dearest decoration I got, which was about $4.99, which isn't too bad for what it is. The reason why I got it is because it's gorgeous, but also because I went on a hot air balloon last year in 2022. No, 2023. I'm already confused. The year's not even changed yet. Last year in 2023, I did a hot air balloon ride for my birthday, for my special 30th birthday, and it was a bucket list thing that I wanted to do. So I kind of got it for representation of that. I do buy decorations that obviously I like and love for my tree, and my tree that I've got now is quite colour coordinated. It's like gold and white and like copper. This year I've added a few bits of green, but I do collect special decorations as well. I don't really just buy stuff for the sake of it. I like things to have a special meaning, and I've collected stuff over the years. And yes, this one will be going on the tree next year. But it's very cute. So that's the first one. Also from the same garden centre is one of the coolest decorations I think I've seen, and it's a little gummy bear. I mean, it's a lot bigger than an actual gummy bear. How cool is that? They had them in loads of different colours, but I felt like the green one was the best and looked more like a gummy bear. I think it's actually made out of proper glass because there was one in there that had shattered. They did have Jelly Baby ones as well, but they didn't look as good. But I just think this is so cool. Again, this isn't for my tree, and it's probably not going to be for my tree next year. I actually brought this for my son's tree. I buy him a new little decoration for his tree every year so he can collect his own ornaments, and he's got a few now. I'd already bought him one for this year, which was a Wolverine decoration. But when I saw this, I just had to get it because it's just amazing. So this was from the same garden centre as the hot air balloon. And I think this one was only like £3 or something like that. I like the sounds that it makes actually. How cute is that? It makes me want some gummy bears. They had quite a few, well, they had a lot of really cool decorations at reasonable price as well, but there was a couple that I saw that I really liked. One was a little wine glass and one was a beer, but they actually had moving liquid inside and like little foam balls at the top, like of the beer, for it to look like an actual beer. And it was really cool, and it was probably roughly the same size as this, if not maybe a tad smaller, and it was £12, and I had someone in mind to get that for, and I was like, no, sorry, I am not spending £12 on a decoration the same size as this, or if not smaller. That was just not gonna happen. But apart from that, it was reasonably priced. Okay, let's move on. I've got quite a lot to show you and I feel like I've took ages already. One more thing from that certain garden centre was this guy who is the cutest little guy ever, and he just clips onto the branch. Basically, there is a place in my town which is a camping place, and at Christmas they completely convert the top layer, like they're upstairs, into a Christmas decoration, seeing Santa, and it's amazing. I say it's amazing. It was amazing years ago. I used to take my son there to see Santa. The decorations there were just insane. It was actually better than a garden centre. It was my favourite place to go at Christmas. Then they didn't have Santa. They weren't open at Christmas for a few years due to a certain, reason. And last year, they were open again. Me and my mum decided to go. They were open the year before as well, but we didn't get a chance to go. So last year we went out for a Christmas lunch and decided to go to this place. And that place was where I first got one of these robins, and the reason why I got it is because there was a robin that used to come all the time to my house and I'd see it all the time. And in this place, this camping place, they had some cute robins like this, and I brought one to represent the little robin that was coming to see me quite a lot. However, a few years ago the beak came off, and last year I think I coloured in a bit of paper and stuck it on, but this year it came off again. When I went to the garden centre where I got the hot air balloon and the Gummy Bear, they had a basket of these, and this garden centre actually reminded me of the place we used to go. So yes, I got myself a brand new cute little robin, which I'm so excited about because I really missed my old robin. But the place just doesn't do Christmas the same anymore. We went last year after a Christmas lunch, and usually when you walk up the stair, that's really Christmas-fied, and you can just, you know you're going to walk into something really magical. Well, we were walking up the stairs last year and I was just thinking, oh, this is a bit odd, there's nothing here yet. As we're walking up, we got to the top and there was just this tiny section in the corner, and it looked like just all their Christmas stuff had just been through in the corner and left, and it wasn't even loads of Christmas stuff, it was just literally like one tiny bit. And I asked them what's happened to your Christmas stuff up the stairs, and they basically said they didn't have enough staff to put out all their Christmas stuff. I'm not sure. And apparently it's the same this year, so, which is really sad because it used to be a really good place. But that's the story of my little robin. I have a brand new one I'm very excited about. I still have the old one and I'll still keep it. He's just missing a beak. Okay, moving on to another garden centre. This is a different place. Like I said, wanted to add a bit of green into the tree this year. I do have a few bits that are from the range, but I haven't got them here to show you. But I got a couple of these paper trees which are very glittery. I kind of don't want to get glitter everywhere. But these are magnetic as well, so you can unfold them and put them away and then fold them back out. But I've quite liked these for the last few years, but never brought any. And I brought a couple this year. And they look cute on the tree. To be fair, you don't notice them that much because they're green, the same as the tree. But they are cute. But I'm not going to play with that much longer because all the glitter's going to come off. Also from that garden centre, I got these ready for next year. My colourful 90s vibe tree, which are really sparkly and have sequins on and little beads. I want the tree to be colourful next year, but I want it to be somewhat old school, tacky Christmas, but looking nice, if that makes sense. And I feel like the general colour scheme is going to be kind of red, gold and green, but with pops of colour with the stuff that I've got from Temu, and hopefully the stuff that I also find out and about at some other garden centres. But these were just little cheap baubles to go on the tree next year. A lot of the stuff can come off quite easy actually. So yeah, that is them. I have a little red bit on my finger. Okay, let me show you a couple of bits that I've got from Temu. One of the first things I've got, most things are in the packaging, so I may take the stuff out, are these little coloured drums. I do have some of my Nan's decorations that I've kept, and they are the musical instruments with some little gold drums, but also a guitar, I think there's a saxophone, there's like a harp violin thing, So they're going to go on the tree next year. But I thought I would get some colourful drums. We have green, we also have blue. They're only like tiny, but they'll fill any small gaps. We have pink. Oh, we have a bit of a tangle going on, which I'm really excited about the pink because I really want to try and find. They're just like plastic. They're not the same kind of quality as the ones that I have on the tree that were my nan's from years ago. It's fine, but I really want to get some colourful lights with the pink bulbs like back in the day, because most colourful lights now do not have pink in them, and that is nostalgic lights for me. So I'm on the hunt for those, and I have a 7-foot tree, so I need like minimum 700 lights preferably. However, what I think I'm going to do next year, I've seen someone do this year, is they had their normal warm lights on their tree and added some colourful lights just to fill in the gaps, and the two together actually look really nice. So I think I'm going to do that. So if I can't necessarily find 700 lights for my tree, it's hopefully not going to matter. So we have these little colourful drums. There's also red, silver and gold. But I love them, they're very nostalgic. I wish my mum or my nan had kept their old decorations from years ago, but they haven't. Over the years they have threw stuff away, which is sad, because buying them again it's not quite the same. These have a very nostalgic feel to them as well, but again they're not quite the same. These are Temu edition, so they are teeny tiny. But it is these silk thread baubles, which we used to have quite a lot of them. Some of them would be just plain colours, and then some would have like gold foiling on them and stuff. But yes, this is basically what it is. But it's a little like silk thread bauble, and there's 24 of these in the pack, and I knew they would be small because there was 24 for like £2. But I didn't think they were going to be as small. I thought they would maybe be like that big and not the actual size of a bauble, but it's fine. It's fine. To be fair, I quite like the sound that it makes. I might keep some for my channel. But yes, these are cute. I would like to get some bigger ones of these, but it's not a big deal. I did find some on eBay that are actually from the 80s, but they were quite expensive, and I just thought, nah, I'll see what I can find at the garden centre or at the charity shop. But yeah, the little silk thread baubles are quite nostalgic for me. I was a 90s baby and grew up in the early 2000s, but the Christmas decorations were very 90s, if not 80s feel to them. So yeah, there is 24 of these, just like a few different packs of the same thing. Something else that is very nostalgic for me on a tree are these little presents, which actually came in 3 different sizes. So there was this large size, there's a medium one, and then there's a small size, which I think is great because I can and change it up a little bit on the tree. Again, all the classic colours: blue, red, silver, pink, green and gold. Yeah, I used to love these on the tree. So I'm going to do a very kind of 90s vibe next year. I'm actually going to get some ceiling decorations too, which I'm so excited about already. I always wanted, growing up, the fun Christmas that my mum did with the ceiling decorations and all the wacky Christmas decorations. The wacky tree was great, and then I always wanted a very themed Christmas and a very themed Christmas tree like you see in hotels or whatever fancy buildings, and I've had that for quite a few years now, and I just think I've never really given my son the wacky tacky Christmas ever, and he's a little bit too old for it now, but I'm still doing that next year. I think that's why I ended up getting him a tree for his room that he could just do whatever he wanted with. So we had a little bit of the best of both worlds, whilst downstairs was all very neutral and nice and matching. But next year, I don't care. We are going colourful. So yeah, very nostalgic. I also got 2 packs of these. I don't know why, they just seemed quite old and vintage. They're just little bowls, they're not actually real, they're just decoration. So I've got 2 of these. Still had some gold and somewhat vintage Christmas. I vaguely remember some things like this, but not actually this. Then I got 2 of these, which were little random packs. So they both have a few different things in, which they pretty much have the same things in just different colour. We have another present. We have a small blue present. There's a little acorn, there's a bow, some glittery baubles, and there's like an old little Santa in there, which kept coming up as kind of vintage Christmas, but I don't really remember them that well, but we'll be using these on the tray. One of my favourite things I got from Temu is this, which are quite nostalgic for me too, and it is these kind of decorations. I don't know what you would call these, but this is what they look like, and I remember having quite a few of these. There we go. I remember having quite a few of these on the tree when I was younger. So I was rudely interrupted and had to stop filming for like an hour. But I think what I was going to say is that these are quite nostalgic for me. I remember having decorations like this on the tree, but I also remember having these foil decorations. So they just look like baubles like this, but they were made out of like foil, and they were in weird shapes. And I actually saw a decoration to that similar last year, but I never got any. And I really wish I did, because they would go so good on a 90s decorated tree. And I've tried to Google them, but I can't find them. But I like these ones, and I love the different colours. We have green, we have gold. This one is a little flat. I'm not sure what's happened to him, but he can just sit with the flat bit towards the back. We also have red, and then we have silver, blue and pink as well. So I think these are awesome. This was the kind of size I was hoping the silk thread ones would be, but never mind. So yeah, those are the decorations that I've either got this year or ready for next year. A couple of other bits I wanted to show you quick. They are not decorations, however, they are Christmassy, and one of them is this. I love sitting and doodling and doing some DIY, or sitting and doing something, especially something Christmassy, and especially watching a Christmas film. And a couple of years ago I got a box like this from this brand, and there was a raccoon, a fox and a deer, and I made them, and I wanted to get something similar for this year. So I went on the hunt. I went back to the craft centre where I got the other one, but she didn't have anything new or that Christmassy. So basically I went onto eBay and found this little guy who is a little felt gnome. It's a fabric kit, but it's like a little, is it felt? I think it's like felt material. Yeah, felt. And he's a little gonk. Did I say no? He's a little gonk, and his star on the top of his hat actually lights up. I haven't started this yet, but I'm really excited to do it. I'm going to start it next time I pop on a Christmas film. That's the inside, so you can fill him and you get little packs of felt, and yeah, it comes with everything you need pretty much. There's even a little needle in there, which the other ones didn't come with a needle. I'm pretty sure I did them myself. I had to find a needle myself, which I had some. And there is some instructions to follow at the bottom. So I cannot wait to start this. I love things like this, little DIY things that have instructions, so I don't need to think from my head about how to do something. It's already there. And he can go on the tree next year. And then another little DIY thing that I have is quite large. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it is, but it's pretty big. And it is this, and it's from the same brand. And it's a sequin craft kit of this Christmas fireplace, as you can see. And I have started it, but I have not finished it. So let me take these out. Basically, this is the bag of little needles, and this is the bag of sequins. And obviously there is, I think there's 7 bags of sequins, all different colours, the colours that you need to do the picture. And you put the needle through the middle of the sequin and push it into the foam. So let me show you. I haven't seen anything like this before, so I wasn't sure what to expect, but I've really been enjoying it actually, and I found it quite relaxing and therapeutic. So this is what it looks like. So you get a bit of polystyrene, and then you get this piece of paper which has the image on it, and then you just secure it to the polystyrene with the needles. And then you just stick on the sequins. The wreath is done. after a while it can hurt your thumb pushing the needles in, but it's really, really relaxing and really therapeutic. I've really enjoyed doing it. I've basically been doing these whilst watching Vlogmases or Christmas films. But as you can see, I have a little bit of the fireplace to go, and this was just from eBay, and it was, oh, that came out a bit, there we go, and it was from eBay and it was like $8.99, so yeah, really, really good. So yeah, that is my little Christmas haul. I hope you enjoyed it. It was quite rambly, quite chatty. I have some good video ideas coming up in January, so I'm really excited to get back to proper filming and really putting 100% in. I am feeling much better now, for anyone that was asking. I had a really bad chest infection, if you didn't know, for a while. It was about a month altogether. I have been on 3 lots of antibiotics. The last course of antibiotics has worked. They worked very quickly. I haven't coughed. I've coughed a little bit here and there, but it's just like normal cough that you do when you're a bit irritated sometimes. But the actual chest infection seems to have gone now, thank God. Hopefully it stays gone, ready for Christmas. So I am doing better now. Thank you for anyone that was asking. This is the last video upload for the year, so I hope you have a lovely Christmas and a lovely New Year, and I will see you again in January. Bye.